Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Eyes of Ara. So a couple of positive points I think from the last time. So I did finally manage to figure out how the brick puzzle worked. I think I was slightly off in my calculations, and it turned out that the third brick, or the middle brick in the third row, was actually this brick here that needed to be put into place last. So that seemed to work out fine, and then it opened up this passageway here, and I have no idea. Well, that's not quite what I was expecting. I don't know the fascination with the skulls. Okay. Well, we've got a chest which is locked. So where's the key for it then? Okay. Like I said, I think this is a bonus area, so if we don't figure anything out else about this room, then that's fine. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot to it apart from the skulls, basically. Yeah, it just seems to be this chest which is currently locked. There's nothing on the floor that requires immediate observation, and there's definitely nothing in the ceiling area. Oh, there is a lever, however. Well, that would be how we're getting all the pictures then to pick up. Well, nice little... Is there more? Could have sworn there was something... No, maybe just my imagination then. Well, nice little bonus area anyway. But the rather more important thing, I believe, is back up in the tower with the Constellation puzzle. Either I was not doing it quite right the first time round, or I got the sliding pattern slightly mixed up, because I thought I had it correct when I put the dragon in, and then went back to check on the computer, but it didn't quite work. Well, going back and doing it all over again, I think it's this way, isn't it? Yeah. So going back and doing it all over again just to basically make 100% certain, it turns out I got it slightly wrong. Because if we scroll back to the... is this the one? No, I don't think so. There we go. So if we scroll back to the Dragon Constellation, and then we actually put in the sliding panels correctly this time, which I think is down there. Nope, not quite. Then it makes it obvious that something is supposed to happen, because now we have the flashy green lights on the cabling, and I'm pretty sure those weren't there the last time. So it looks like it was correct after all. I just, like I said, missed it somehow, or got it slightly wrong. Because hopefully now, if we use the computer, well, it's still locked. It's unlocked now. But we now need to get the servers up and running. does that... doesn't change that door. There is a door downstairs, however. No, server is still offline. Well, let's go check the servers then, which I believe are these. Oh, and while I'm here I can have another go at this puzzle, because I did seem to miss this starting block here on the floor. So we'll put that one in first, and then we'll work our way around. And that should hopefully get it right this time. So again, it's just a matter of getting all the blocks to follow on to the next one. This one is... where have I gone so far? That follows correctly, that's right. This needs to be going... yeah. Like so. And then we go back on ourselves. At least it would do if I could click out of it correctly. And now we're going this way, and then we'll come back on ourselves once more, and I think that's about it, to be honest. And that should do it now, hopefully. Yes. Like I said, not the most interesting thing, but at least that's how you do it anyway. Which just means then I don't think anything has changed down here. Still not sure how these levers work. Oh, and one thing I did think of with this guy was trying the word Apollo. Nope. Okay, it was worth a try. I did notice that it was one of the possible combinations, but apparently not quite the right one. Anyway, let's go back to the computer room and we'll see if we can figure out what we're supposed to be doing next. So we've got the system unlocked, but the server is offline. Well, the server, it should be that bit in the basement, surely. Which means... or is it part of... So that just loads up the projector that's upstairs. I wonder if we have to do another pattern. I wouldn't have thought so. This is no longer flashing, but that probably just means that it's been resolved. There's no other cables leading up to it. So which server are they talking about then? Am I missing a huge piece of the puzzle basically? If I am indeed somehow missing an entire area which houses this server, then that would explain why I can't seem to make any headway. So it would stand to reason then that the only bit you could possibly access with something that looks like server housings would be this area here. But these don't seem to do anything. This is all connected up, but it's not powered, presumably. You've got a box running this way. I'm not entirely sure where that cabling leads. I wonder. Let me just check. So we've got something that looks like a 4, a circle with a cross in it, and a pitchfork, by the looks of it. I just want to make sure that these levers don't change the symbols on the computer. Let's try... Nope, the symbol stays the same. So where does that cabling go to then? It looks like it heads round the corner. I wonder if we can get a better view of it from the other side at the top. It means I'll have to go all the way back through the house, but it's worth a shot if it leads somewhere or it opens up something useful. So we need to be going back downstairs and then all the way out. And then it's heading towards the kitchen area if I recall correctly. Was it not? No, it wasn't here. Ah, no, I think I know where it's supposed to be. It's this way. And then there was a secret entrance this way, wasn't there? Right, so this is the opposite side of it. Yeah, it definitely looks like there is some cabling going that way. So, cabling coming out of here, presumably? Well, there's nothing else to activate in this area, I don't think. I think we found all the bonus bits and pieces. So we'll go back again quickly. I think it was this way. Or is this... Ah, no, this is just back out here again. The opposite side of the tunnel we were just at the entrance to. Nothing else to pick up while we're here, is there? Oh, no, not by the looks of it. Well, at least with all this back and forth, I should know my way around this house pretty well by now. Right, so we want to be going down the steps here, and then we're going to see if we can... So the cabling it's there, you can just see it around the side there. But there's no way of... This only leads to this grate which we can't move. I'm not 100% sure on the relationship between these symbols and if there's a pattern on this sheet here. Pretty sure you're supposed to feed that in somewhere, but it doesn't seem to want to be used with anything. And we picked up very few clues in the way of readable materials. And there's just nothing else or whatsoever to use with these computer stacks. There's no switches, and the only thing to use are the screens, which don't change. Very strange. Insert boot disk, that makes sense. We don't have a boot disk. And it doesn't take the computer printout. So how do we unlock the boot disk then? We've got a number of puzzles we haven't quite solved. It must be in there, the boot disk must be in there. So it's a question of trying to figure out what the relationship between these levers and what this code is trying to tell me. I thought I already did that, but it doesn't seem to make sense. Because you can have so does that refer to something else then? In which case, what is it? I'm honestly not sure at this point. Well, let's try. I had an idea about this statue puzzle as well. based on the dates, and it's probably not correct, but it's something we can try. So if you add up all the numbers and you find the differences between the two, that is possibly something. It's the only thing I can think of at this point, so we'll give that a try. So the difference between those two is 5. 8, 4, 5. Yep. Difference between these is, what's this, 15 to 12? Is that right? So the difference is 3. You've got 14 to 20, so the difference is 6. And then I think the only one it falls down on slightly is this one, where the difference is something like 8, which doesn't fit in quite as well as I hoped. So it's 10 to 20. Is that right? 18, sorry. Yeah, so the difference is indeed 8. So 1, 2, 3, 8. It's worth a try. Nope. Well, yeah, like I said, only thing I can think of at that point, and obviously not correct. Well, unfortunately then it looks like we're back to square one. We've unlocked, or at least we've unlocked the system, but we can't get the server online without the disk, by the looks of it, and I have no idea where it is, and if it does happen to be in that lockable box, how on earth we get to it. Unless there's... I mean, I've been all over every single piece of this place that I can possibly think of, and there doesn't seem to be a scrap of paper with some kind of code on it that would make this all suddenly click into place. So the only thing I can think of is this is the unlock sequence, but I have no idea how it applies either to these levers or somewhere else in the castle. How? I went through the whole business with pulling 2 down and then 1 down and 3 down, and that didn't seem to do anything. 2, 1, 3 just doesn't seem to make any obvious sense. I'm not... I think I'm going to have to basically either take a serious break on this one and just... I honestly don't know. Try every single combination for the levers. There's no hints given. If I pull a lever, multiple levers, it doesn't seem to affect anything. And when I come away from the puzzle, it basically resets. So it seems that you're going to have to do it all in one sitting. Well, in that case then, okay, let's two down. Wait, how? So it would make more sense if it was 1, 2 and 3, because that would be some kind of natural progression of pulling the levers, but right, 2, 1, 3, 1, no, I didn't think that was right. I can't possibly think where else this could be used for. So what am I missing then? Either I have all the pieces in front of me and I just can't figure it out, which is perfectly likely, but this is a huge sticking point in the game. Or I don't have all the pieces in front of me. Again, also perfectly likely, in which case I'm missing a crucial piece of the puzzle, but I've been over everywhere. If there's something I'm missing, it's so well hidden as to be incredibly frustrating to find, which also doesn't seem quite right. Because while things have been tucked away previously, they haven't been completely inaccessible. Well, at least we found the observatory puzzle, okay. So that's something. And we tidied up a few of the other bits and pieces. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to leave you here, guys, and I'm going to have to meditate on this one again, because this is... this is really doing my brain in. Well, at least it's narrowed down the possibilities of things we have to look at. So basically we have to figure out this somehow. Some way of making it click into place. And then possibly the statue puzzle as well upstairs. But that doesn't seem as important. I think this is the crucial bit, and it's just figuring out how on earth... Don't understand what I'm missing. Anyway, apologies for the slightly shorter episode this time, guys, and hopefully next time I'll have had some kind of an epiphany and I've managed to crack it. So, see you next time.